What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to Cantina Talk. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over my final predictions and theories for the Acolyte, since we will be ending the season in less than 48 hours. But with that, I will also be having a Saber review video coming out on Wednesday, so stay tuned for that one. Quickly, before we continue, I would just like to ask that you like to subscribe. We're quickly approaching 13,000 subscribers, and my goal is to hit that by July 26th. I would also like to apologize ahead of time. I'm currently sick and dealing with a cold, so if my voice sounds a little bit weird or I sound unenergetic, that is why. Just believe me when I say I truly do want to be making this video. It's just very hard to talk right now, and I'm very congested. But without further ado, let's just get right into my final predictions. So, as most of you know, I have mentioned the space chase that is going to be happening between May and Sol multiple times already, which I originally thought was going to happen in episode 5, and 6, and also 7, but we're out of episodes, so it'll without a doubt be happening tomorrow night. If you want to know more about the space chase and everything that I've broken down for it, you can go ahead and look at the top right of the screen now and watch one of the 3 videos that I had made talking about it. The next thing I want to make a point on is, I think we're going back to Brendok. Now, there are some leaks that might be pointing towards that, and I'm not going to be focusing on them. I'm mainly basing this off of the space chase and where the planets are, and when we're on Brendok, what we see in the background during Ascension Night. Based off of the backgrounds and the planets looking very similar, along with the ranks, it is way more than likely that we're going back to Brendok. I would say Brendok has been the main focus of the season, and it only makes sense to come back here for the season finale. Now, there is a theory that Kamir's new master was on Brendok during the Night of Ascension, and that he is, in fact, this character right here that we do not see. It very well could be. We are definitely going to be going back there, and maybe that's when we will get to find out who Kamir's master is. Along with that, this show, The Acolyte, from the get-go, has made you think that it is about May, and that May is in fact the Acolyte, when in reality, the roles have been reversed. I believe that the Acolyte is actually Osha. And I don't know how much of this is actually going to happen, but I believe we might see something along the lines of Sol and May versus Kamir and Osha on Brendok in the finale. Just based off the fact that the roles have been reversing here, and I think after Sol and May have their long discussion that Sol hinted at in last week's episode, that maybe we will start to move on past that and see the two start working together. After the chase, of course. And I honestly think Sol's going to end up dying in this episode, maybe even along with Vernestra. Along with that, I think we're going to find out who Kamir's former master was, which is blatantly obvious that it was without a doubt Vernestra, and I think we're going to get some sort of resolution towards that. I'm not entirely sure what it would be, but I guarantee that we're going to find out, maybe even find a resolution to it. And who knows, maybe Vernestra even shows up on Brendok. Only time will tell. Along with that, we know that Mother Quarrel isn't dead. Now, you might be asking, how do I know this? Well, Leslie Headland stated in an interview by Nerdist, if you know anything about Mother Quarrel's species, then you'll know where she ended up, which would be Dathomir since she's a Zabrak. And she also stated that if you didn't see a body, that means they aren't dead. So Mother Quarrel is in fact alive and is most likely on Dathomir. I don't think that we will see her in this finale episode, but if we do, it'd be cool as well. Along with that, I guarantee we're going to get some sort of setup for Season 2, and I honestly think that Kamir is going to try and overthrow his master with Osha, just because it has happened countless times before with the Rule 2, and Dark Tenebrous and Plagueis literally have tried doing this to each other more than several times, so it's only fitting. The same thing happened with Dooku, with Maul, you name it. It's like poetry, it rhymes. But that is really all I have. There's not a whole lot riding on this episode, and there isn't really any more footage for me to break down. I'm hopeful and also excited for this finale tomorrow evening. I would love to hear from you all in the comments down below on what you think of this video. I'll be going live Tuesday evening for my watch party of the finale, so make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss that stream. But without further ado, I will see you all in the next one, and lastly, may the Force be with you all.